Hello and welcome to the Book of Unwritten Tales 2, where we need to find a way to store starlight into the clicker thingy that we got from Sloth. We just need to find a place.
Presumably all these goods were delivered, or at least ordered, before Van Buren assumed power. I can't imagine any sane airship captain would dream of flying into Seastone right now. That crane's new. Seastone's merchants have been very creative where business is concerned. Someone once wanted to sell me a license for an apple. They didn't want the apple to belong to me, just the right to eat it. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have ended well had I agreed to that. Wilbur wrote very excitedly to me that he, of all people, had been appointed as the first professor to the school by the Archmage. I think he was very proud, but also a bit intimidated because of his colleagues and the students. Those are the kind of worries that we'd be grateful for right now.
Yeah.
The Mage Tower in Seastone is notorious. It's been said it has a mind of its own. It confuses people. It's said that visitors the town didn't like never emerged again after venturing inside. It all seems quiet and peaceful looking into the starlit sky. However, there are unbelievable powers and great tragedies occurring up there. We just don't look carefully enough.
Can we store starlight? Yep.
That is beautiful.
Wow. It probably wouldn't be a good idea for us to go in there, right?
A lotto ball. Blank. Doesn't look like this has ever been used. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Let's go in.
All right then.
What the? You could have hit me.
Yeah, whatever. No one's allowed to enter the school as long as the council leader's away.
Oh, somebody's really on the ball here. And really decisive. Well done.
Yeah, no problem for a professional like me.
Oh, I'll mention that in my report.
What report?
Oh, I'm not really permitted to tell you, but let's just say a positive evaluation should give your career a boost.
But I'm exactly where I want to be.
Really?
Sure, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
You really must have a ball every day harassing people.
A smart guy like me can really make good in this world.
But you're destined for greater things. Go out there and prove it.
I could, but I don't wanna. Let everyone else bumble around if they wanna. They always come crawling back asking for help at some point. And I just say, deal with your own shit, you bumblers. Ha!
Council Leader Van Buren has asked me to get something from her office for her.
She didn't tell me. She only told me to knock the head off anyone who tries to get in here while she's away.
Oh, presumably she forgot to mention it. She'll be very angry if I don't bring her what she requested.
Angry with you, not with me.
Oh, what a delightful conversation.
Well, it's no surprise you liked it. Conversations with the one and only Grumder Klimpus are always a laugh. It was rather disappointing for me. But you did your best.
His general appearance is not exactly pleasant, and his most defining feature is his melodious stink.
Think you're something special because you know all these long words, eh? Pathetic.
I Do we have anything to talk to him about?
He's not particularly quick, physically nor mentally.
It's all learn English.
Yeah, well, let's go give
I can't risk starting a fight with the troll. Yeah, I could get past him, but he might follow me and wake up half the town in the process. Annoyingly, I can't trick him either. He's just too stupid for that.
Yeah, we'll go give the light thingy to Wilbur, now that there's actually light in it.
Wilbur,
Yes?
I've captured a bit of starlight for you. That should make your light problems a thing of the past.
Really? Wow!
I'm going to send the clicker down in the basket. You must wait until you're in the dark cave before you set the starlight free.
Got it!
Alright, presumably that's done now.
The basket will let Ivor and I exchange stuff. Very handy if one of us gets stuck at some point.
Oh, so yeah, you do actually have the clicker here now. Okay then. In we go.
Oh, that's bright.
I can see.
By God, you've got old.
You're only statues.
We are gods, trapped in statues. That, by the way, is a very exciting story.
Could someone help me up? Thank you.
Hey, all this light reminds me of a joke. Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, "What do you think? Is there life on the moon?" And the other replies, "Well, of course! There's a light on, isn't there?"
Maybe you could just lie him face down in the sand.
Wow.
A small alcove with some truly gruesome ornamentation. Whoever designed this thing must have been in an alarming state of mind. A small alcove with whoever designed... So you're gods in statues? Did someone imprison you?
And so it came to pass that the young hero encountered the epic story, which...
The statues depict us. They are our last refuge.
I always thought gods lived somewhere up in the sky in really stylish cloud palaces.
I have lived in many temples, all of which were dedicated to me. The faithful met in them, discussing and answering the most difficult of questions. And they all paid homage to me, the god of riddles.
And then you were forgotten and ate sand for a few centuries.
That one calls himself Jerry, the god of bad jokes.
The god of humor?
That is Avini, goddess of the arts, and I am...
Hypnis, the chatterbox.
the god of good stories.
One picture speaks more than 1,000 words.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
The god of humor! Wow! Sounds like you'd have a lot to laugh about.
Oh, of course! It'd be a sorry state of affairs if I didn't.
It is really bad if one constantly has to hear the same joke told time and time and time again.
Oh, you just haven't got a sense of humour. Listen, one politician says to the other, I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything. or do you know the one?
Yes, we know it.
Party poopers.
I still don't understand why you're here and not somewhere beautiful instead. I mean, you're gods. Can't you do whatever you want?
Of course we can. Well, theoretically.
In reality, though, no one has believed in us for a long while. Do you know how gods are created, young man?
I thought all of the gods had always been there.
Nah.
We get our power by people believing in us. It can be a great power. A power that can move mountains and flare up conflict.
But if no one believes in you anymore, nothing remains.
Our temples were destroyed centuries ago or rededicated to other, more bloodthirsty gods. These 4 statues are all that remain. If they disappear, we, like our religion, will cease to exist.
Oh.
What's up with this creepily decorated alcove? Is there a statue missing here?
I wouldn't say missing.
Where there is light, there is shade. Where there is good, there must also be evil. The Nameless One was probably the most powerful amongst us. Whenever anyone did anything evil, people believed that it was his fault.
Oh, and because everyone believed in him?
He became more and more powerful. It was simple for everyone. They could blame all their bad deeds on him.
Where is he now?
They banished him to the dungeon dimension. It's probably the greatest story of all time.
That will be told another time. He was banished, and many small gods were put in his place. Murphy, the god of stupid coincidences. Monday, the god of bad moods. Alki, the god of drunkenness.
Hundreds, thousands of little gods that people could blame when they did something bad or stupid.
I have to go. Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
The art? Is that like when you make a face out of macaroni and glue it to some paper?
Art is everywhere. There is nothing in this world that isn't art. That's why I'm the most important goddess here.
The world consists of stories.
Now, you both know the world would be terribly dull without a good laugh.
Every time a painter picks up his brush, a sculptor his chisel, or a bard his lute, they are singing my praises.
The painters and sculptors sing too.
Leave it, Gnome. She's not so good with words.
I have to go.
Go forth and create something.
Hello.
Said the young hero, and then asked the decisive question.
I've always liked stories, especially the story of the Knight Ni as he rode out to slay the evil dragon.
Yes, one of my finest.
You wrote the Knight Ni story?
I wrote all stories, so to speak. Boy falls in love with girl, hooker with a heart, happy ending, all my inventions. Everything since is just variations on a theme, really.
Wow.
I also invented the words and, wide, and jam, as well as the letters E, Q, and L. Oh, and the Oxford comma. The last has, however, not been accepted by the majority.
I have to go.
He said, and went out into the world. A short while later, he said,
Good day.
Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this day? Or that it is a day to be good on?
If you're the god of puzzles, I have a serious bone to pick with you.
Why?
Why does everything have to be so complicated? An unlocked chest? Someone who just helps? For free? Is that too much to ask for?
Nothing worth having in this world simply falls into your lap.
Yes, but chess puzzles to open doors? Complicated machines in submerged temples, machines that must have been completely pointless when the temples were still in operation.
I agree. This is all just a distraction from the story.
I don't know what the problem is. Doing a little dance to create a flash of lightning? That's brilliant.
I have to go.
Go out into the world with open eyes. It is full of riddles.
I must say, I'm with the God of Stories on this one. Let's see. What do we have here?
This lake looks weird. The water is so dark and somehow wrong.
Oh, it's real water.
That I could just swim to the island?
Oh, I wouldn't try that if I were you.
And if I build a raft and get myself a small rowing boat?
No boat can cross this lake, spoke the mighty voice of the highest of the gods. We can only explain to you how to get over the lake.
Alright, well, that would be nice of you to explain.
Maybe the lake is cursed. I can feel something evil and a chilling cold emanating from the water. The gods must know how to cross a lake like this.
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, let's look around a little more and then we'll go talk to the gods about the lake.
An island in the lake with the ruins of the creepiest temple I've ever seen. An island.
Anything else over here? No. Little object?
That's Remy's shrinking ring. That means he was here.
So now we can go into the
Remy!
tunnel.
Is this also a goddess?
No, that is an Amazon. They guarded our temples.
Didn't do a particularly good job of it, did they? Hello?
Said the young hero, and then asked the decisive question.
I think my friend Remy's on the island over there. How can I cross to it?
Now, it's quite simple.
No, it isn't. First, he's got to answer some riddles.
Oh, we've already done with the light. Can't we simply get on with the story now?
Previously, people honored us, gave us offerings, erected temples.
I can't build you a temple.
No, but you can honor us, so that we will bestow our favor upon you.
You are, awesome.
How pitiful.
You must give each of us an offering, or fulfill for each of us one wish. Or something like that.
Yes, yes, and only when you've won over 3 of us will we reveal how you can cross the dark water safely.
People, gods, whatever you are, this isn't a game. Remy may be in danger.
When he is in the temple of the Nameless One? For sure.
Another reason for you to hurry. Chop chop, mortal. Win our favor.
Okay.
You said that the temple on the island was for the Nameless One?
That's right. Hundreds of years ago, the Nameless One grew ever more mighty, winning over an increasing amount of followers. Of course, the priests of the other gods were very unhappy about this, so they forbade the name of this god to be spoken, his symbols to be worn, or for prayers to be said to him. Those who were versed in the dark arts and wanted to use the god's power for their own purposes built this temple deep under the town. They performed forbidden rituals there and increased the might of the god. In return, he gave them untold power.
That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. At some point or other, they were discovered and the temple destroyed. Shortly thereafter, the Nameless One was banished, and for centuries all was peaceful on the island.
And then what happened to the temple? What happened next?
A few years ago, men appeared. They visited the temple and held rituals there. Rituals we had not witnessed for centuries. Dark mages who had delved too deeply into old books and found the whereabouts of the temple. They built a machine, the purpose of which we can only speculate over.
Maybe they wanted to bring the Nameless One back to this world.
If that was their aim, they didn't succeed. The island lapsed back into peaceful darkness. I suspect the mages had been killed.
Ah, then my wand might have belonged to one of the Dark Mages.
I don't know anything about magic wands. I just know that for several years the temple has been inhabited by a ghost which never leaves.
And Remy's just gone there.
That reminds me of an old story. Shortly before the first amphibians...
Sorry, I just don't have time for long stories at the moment.
Oh, of course. But just run along then. Check out the neighborhood for stuff and try to make sense of it all.
Alright, well, what do you guys want?
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. My vote would be to get the story moving again.
We agreed that he has to complete a task for each of us.
But you don't know what happens on the island. It will be very exciting and very emotional. Oscar-worthy.
What's happening on the island?
Down here, riddles must be solved if you want to get any further. Just like in the good old days.
Okay then. A task. Tell me a story.
That's hardly a suitable task.
Storytelling is not easy. It has to be a creative, exciting story that meets my exacting standards. Come on, gnome. Think up a story to knock us off our feet.
Well, a boy whose horrible relatives make him live under the stairs. Then he realizes he has superpowers after being bitten by a spider.
Aha! Gripping storyline, exciting characters. The first act is complete. What are the further developments and climax going to be?
Yes! Well then, next, his father dies. He becomes head of the family and takes bloody revenge. Later... He and Jenny see each other in the middle of the water.
And then, the twist.
So it was a dream. In a dream. In a dream.
Ah, very original.
But...
You've got my support, my young friend.
Yay!
So, one got down, 2 to go.
What do you want?
Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
And what do I have to do to gain your favor?
Well, you don't appear to have a cup of wine on you. Can you dance?
Of course.
Okay, my first request, don't. And don't ever think about dancing again. Painting, sculpture, music. How do you fare in these arts?
To be honest, I'm a cracking dancer, but I'm rubbish at everything else.
Then, best leave art to the professionals, like myself. I would love to sing again, but I really can't remember what the notes sound like. Bring me a tuning fork or something of that kind. When I hear the notes, I'm sure it would all come flooding back to me.
Okay.
I have to go.
Go forth and create something.
A tuning fork? What about you?
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
As you're in such a good mood, you'll help me get to the island, right?
Oh, comedians always have a dark side. It's not easy making everyone else laugh.
And what do you know about that?
I am the god of humor. I invented badumtus.
Yes, only so that people will know when they have to laugh.
Oh, yeah? Two cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, he tastes a bit funny. Eh? Eh?
Ha! Ha 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 ha, that was new.
You see? It's a tough business making people roll in the aisles. You lot just don't realize that because you've never tried it yourself. Hey, that's it! That's the task I'll set you, mortal! Make me laugh!
You want me to tell you a joke?
One that's so funny, it makes my stomach ache with laughter. Oh, it'll have to be a right royal rib tickler.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I know any jokes.
Oh, come on, everyone knows a joke. Most aren't of a standard high enough to make a god laugh, of course. But anyway, ask around and try your luck.
I have to go.
What do you want?
Good day?
Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this day? Or that it is a day to be good on?
I guess the only way to gain your favor is by performing a strange set of tasks.
No tasks. Riddles. That's all that matters to me. If you ask me a question I can't answer, you win my favor.
That sounds familiar.
My first riddle for you goes like this. What has roots nobody can see, towers beyond the tallest tree, never grows to get this high, but reaches up towards the sky?
Roots that nobody sees, higher than a tree, but never growing. A mountain. Could be a mountain.
It is a mountain. Well done. Now it's your turn. Ask me a question. If I can't answer it, you have won my favor.
What have I got in my pockets is?
Some bits of fluff and a ring, a shrinking ring to be precise, a mirror, a magical device that some people call a clicker. And no, that's all.
Wow, impressive.
Yep. Yes, god of riddles, all-knowing and almighty. Nice to meet you. My turn. 30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
30. White on a red hill. Teeth? Teeth!
Well, I never. That's correct. Clever little fellow. Your turn.
He's going to know that this is 42, isn't he?
If you're all-knowing and all-powerful, can you think of a question that is so difficult that even you can't answer it?
Of course. I can do anything.
But if you're all-knowing, you would know the answer to every question.
Of course I know.
Here's the deal. You give me your favor, and we'll just drop the troublesome topic of omniscience completely.
With that, the actual task which I set without your knowledge, has been mastered. You have won my favor, pedantic mortal.
And that's 2 gods in the bag.
I actually enjoyed that way more than I thought I would. So we need to get a tuning fork or a really good joke or a really bad joke. Timmy, do you know any jokes? Good or bad?
Timmy,
Yeah?
there's a dark lake down there with an island in the middle with a ruined temple on it. I'm pretty sure that's where your uncle is.
Haven't you had a look yet?
I don't know how to get across the lake. That water looks suspicious, and the statues of the gods say no boat or raft can cross the lake.
How did Uncle Remy get to the island then?
I guess he knows the secret of how to cross the lake safely. So don't worry, I'll figure it out. Listen, Timmy, I found your uncle's shrinking ring.
He never puts that down.
It was on the edge of a suspicious-looking lake.
Oh, perhaps he wanted you to have it.
I don't think so. He couldn't have known that I would follow him.
Of course he knew that. You wouldn't leave a friend in need. Everyone knows that except you.
Do you know any good jokes, Timmy?
Is this really an appropriate time for jokes?
I need a good joke to get your uncle out of the temple. It's a long story.
I've kinda got one. What do us rats like playing most? Hide and squeak.
Not bad.
Well, it's not funny, because it's true.
I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Let's see if we can get some better jokes than that. Ethel? Any good jokes?
Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
I found Remy's ring. It was lying down there on the shore of a dark lake.
Oh, he never leaves that ring lying around anywhere. He's always saying that magic rings aren't a toy. You have to bring the Sieur de Dumont back to me. Us, in one piece, Wilbur.
I'll do my best. Don't ask why, but you have to tell me a good joke.
Two hydrocarbons meet. One says, hi. The other answers, ah, go away, you're substituted.
Come on, tell me a joke.
That, was one. Old alchemist joke.
I don't get it.
If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the condensate.
No need to insult me. I'm dead serious. I need a joke.
Your mother is so ugly, not even fluorine would combine with her.
Now you're even insulting my mother. I just want you to tell me a joke.
Oh, something like, so this cannibal cook says to the captive, can you please whistle when the water boils?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know any jokes like that.
Oh well, then I'll use the one with the carbon thingy. I have to be going, Ethel.
If you need stew, you know where to find me.
Well, we could put on the ring and go for a little adventure.
But with Remy's shrinking ring, I could fit.
So that rat hole hasn't been plugged. Interesting.
A lot of the stuff here is made out of this smooth, shiny material. I don't know what it is, but I do know I find it kind of eerie. I wouldn't want to run into this doll in the dark. The doll has a ring on its back. I wonder if you...
Love me.
Not again.
I've done a poo-poo. Shall we sing a song?
Professor Weathervane?
It's It's not what it looks like.
So you're not trying to liberate the frog?
So, well, maybe there is something to it. You're not calling for help.
It is my duty.
I didn't transform the Archmage. I hope you know that.
Of course I know that. The very idea is... Archmage Alistair was Professor, Doctor of Magic. You are just a graduate mage and not even a real teacher. It's completely implausible that someone like you could defeat the Archmage in a duel.
Thanks.
It was Chantal Van Buren. She cast a spell on him with that cursed wand, just like she's done with everything else, right?
That's right.
But how does she do it? It's impossible for a little girl to have such power.
We believe that she...
Stop. I don't want to know. I'm a loyal civil servant. I work for the council leader. The less knowledge I need to conceal from her, the better.
How can you work for Van Buren? Don't you know what she's doing to this city and its people?
It is not for me to judge her politics. I'm just a simple civil servant who must obey his superiors, no matter what they do.
Even if she's as mad as a cuckoo clock?
Since the death of the Archmage, Sybil Van Buren is my new employer, and it's my duty to serve her loyally.
Please, Headmaster, you could do so much good. You could start by taking the chains off the jar.
Betray my mistress? Never. However, well, it's time to call it a day. I will lock the door and admonish the guard troll to be vigilant. But the fact that I've seen a gnome here, perhaps I'll forget to mention that.
That's very kind of you.
I shall have to write a negative evaluation in my own file for this. Good evening, Professor, and good luck.
Aww.
Lock yourself. No one is to get into the office, you hear?
Whew, that could have backfired badly. Being rat-sized isn't all it's cracked up to be. It's an old model. I wonder if...
Welcome back, Professor Weathervane.
It's my old slate! The traitorous thing!
I only do what I am programmed to do. All evil is on your side of the screen, not mine.
Who ordered you to deceive me?
Username, Monkus Rules 1337.
I see! I'll take you with me, but don't get any big ideas about me trusting you again.
What's this supposed to be? This magnifying glass right here. It doesn't...
If I have to. What a hideous creature! Better not get too close to the monster. It might have a taste for gnomes.
Leave the staff room, no thanks. At least not yet. Come on, Wilbur.
Pretty thick chains, and I suspect Van Buren enchanted them to protect them against an open spell.
Yeah, probably. Plus, we kind of don't have our spells here with us anymore.
We'll get you out of there, Archmage Alistair. We just have to find a way to get rid of the chains. We'll get you out of there. We just have...
Can't take it.
Lots of papers, quills, ink stains and the like. Nothing interesting. This time, I'm just going to take the whole tin. It's for a good cause.
Okay, travel powder. I think that's travel powder. Only we can't really use the fireplace anymore.
Probably best if I leave the way I came. And I'm not going back to town until I've saved Remy.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's this mysterious spot. Can we look at it while we're rat-sized, I wonder?
Being shrunk is no fun at all. I should only use the ring when it's really necessary.
Okay then. Well, I guess the mysterious spot here has to just remain a mystery. What do we have here then? Fireplace travel powder? Speaking doll? Magic slate. Oh, magic slate. Do you know any jokes?
Until you deceived me, you were pretty useful. But I don't trust you anymore.
Not even enough to ask for a joke. Pocket mirror, clicker, shrinking ring. Let's see if any of the jokes that we've got will satisfy the god of humor. Probably not. I mean, I'm sure it won't be as simple as that.
Yoo-hoo! Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
I know a joke. What do rats like playing most? Hide and squeak.
That was terrible! So predictable, so inelegant, so,
I thought that was very funny.
Me too.
well, which once again proves how little you all know. No, I didn't laugh.
So, I heard this joke.
I'm listening.
So, 2 pieces of coal. One says, hello, whereupon the other says, ah, go away, you're substituted.
Are you sure that's how the joke goes?
I want to retract my contribution.
I thought you might.
I have to go.
Okay. Well, maybe we can ask Ivo for a really good joke. Let's go see.
Ivo?
What?
Oh, wow.
Did you know that there's a temple under the city? It's dedicated to an evil deity called the Nameless One. Well, that's not really his name, of course. He has a name, and it isn't the Nameless One, but...
I know the legends, but what sort of temple are you talking about?
There were people who worshipped the Nameless One. They built a temple using a machine. Maybe they wanted to bring him back to this world. I'm also pretty certain it's where Remy found the magic wand.
Oh, then you should take a closer look at the temple.
I'm working on it.
Yep.
I found Remy's shrinking ring. I can use it to get back to the school through the pipes.
Great, that should help us.
Do you know any good jokes, Ivo?
Are you kidding me?
Is that, are you kidding me, of course I know good jokes, or are you kidding me, how should I know any good jokes?
Are you pulling my leg? Why in the name of all the gods do you want me to tell you a joke?
Funny you should mention gods. They are involved. One in particular. Could you please just ask around? I need a really good joke, one that can make a stone statue of a god laugh.
Of course.
Thanks.
All right.
I need something that makes sound, not just any, you know, music. A tuning fork or something like that.
I'll see what I can find.
Thanks. I have the magic slate, Ivo. It will get you into the staff room.
Just put it in the basket.
Don't trust the slate, though. It should only say the code, and that's it.
Got it.
I have a doll for you.
What do I want with a doll?
What am I supposed to do with it?
Why did you take it if you didn't need it?
It gives me the willies. So I thought to myself, you better take it with you.
That makes no sense at all.
Do you, want it or not?
All right.
Might come in handy.
I borrowed a box of fireplace travel powder from the headmaster's desk.
Brilliant. I can really do with that.
All right. Yeah, about the ghost.
The island is supposed to be guarded by a ghost. I find that disturbing.
Can't you cast a spell over it? You must know that.
I never looked into that. I always thought that was too scary.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, do that. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
All right. Well, I suppose it's Ivo's turn to do stuff now. I wonder if the zombies know a good joke.
Hello, you two.
Have we been introduced, sir?
It's me.
Probably just a friendly townsman, Gulliver. You don't mean us any harm, do you, good sir?
No. Goodbye. This disguise works really well.
Totally forgot I still had it on.
Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
Don't ask me why, but Wilbur wants to learn a few good jokes. Do you know any?
But of course. After being examined, the patient asks, "Doctor, is there anything you can do for me?" To which the doctor replies, "Certainly, I'll prescribe you a couple of mud baths." "And they'll help?" "Of course," the doctor says, "it'll help you to get used to the feeling of being buried."
Oh, I still remember the damp earth. For a long time, I thought if only you'd let yourself be cremated.
Oh, okay. Thanks. You haven't by any chance brought a musical instrument with you from down there? If I understood correctly, Wilbur wants to play scales on some sort of instrument.
Gets up to some strange things, that little gnome, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that's what he does best.
but it always seems to make sense in the end. Unfortunately, we can't help this time.
I bet you know all about ghosts, don't you?
I used to share a flat with some.
Do you happen to know how to cast a spell on a ghost?
No idea. But I do know that ghosts don't stick to cleaning rosters, and they don't use doors, and that could really give you a terrible shock.
I've got to go now. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, let's go and talk to Blout and Sloth.
Hello, Sloth. Blout.
Any good jokes?
Ah, Princess Ivo.
This might seem a little bit weird, but could you please tell me a joke?
Why weird? A joke can lift the spirits in times of great adversity.
No joke, no joke.
Oh, Blout, your jokes are always so lewd.
That's why good jokes. Two statues stand in park, face each other for hundreds of years. One be young man, other be young woman. Both is naked.
Here we go again.
Then God appear. He says, I grant you biggest wish. Both can leave plinth for 1 hour. Both disappear in bushes, rustling, whispering, giggling. Man pants, 10 minutes left. She reply, okay, now you hold pigeon and I sit on it.
Princess? Really?
Oh, apologies. You don't happen to have another joke for me, do you?
No, lots more jokes with naked people.
The princess doesn't want to hear them. Anyway, you've already had your turn. Now I will tell a real joke. Ahem. The town guard asks the mage head of a two-headed ogre, so you deny breaking a fence post in two on your brother's head? To which the ogre replies, I can't deny that, but I didn't do it on purpose. So you didn't intend to hit him? Oh, I did, but I didn't intend to break the fence post in the process.
Not find very funny.
Of course it's funny.
Thanks very much for the joke, Sloth. I will endeavour to remember it.
You see?
I need something that can create musical notes.
I make notes.
That's not what she means, Blout. Sorry, Princess. We can't help you this time.
Aww.
I could do with knowing how to cast a spell on a ghost. Do you know anything about that?
I know. Very scared of ghosts.
As you know, one fears nothing more than the unknown. And if one knows nothing, one fears everything.
Ghosts evil. Steal Blout socks, but always just left one.
Of course, it's always just our left socks that are missing. That's your side. I look after my socks.
So what about ghost spells then?
I know you can keep ghosts at bay with certain symbols.
Blout has protector amulet with symbols on.
Oh.
About the amulet.
Protect me from ghosts. Works good. Not attacked by ghosts so far.
Could I borrow it, please?
No, then Blout unprotected.
The amulet depicts the magic circle, but it's not magical. Blout got it from the bargain bin for 3 copper pieces.
It could still come in useful.
It's mine. Won't give.
I would try to persuade him, but it's hopeless. He's almost as scared of ghosts as he is of the young Van Buren.
Splout, how about I give you something in exchange for the amulet? I've got, a stone which protects you from the evil eye. Ever since I've had it, I've not been hit by any curses.
Give you 5 gold pieces for it.
I don't want to sell the stone. I want to swap it for your amulet.
But Blout want to be protected from ghosts and evil eye.
A life could depend on you giving me that amulet.
Blout's life depends on keeping it. Perhaps ghosts come tonight.
This isn't going to work.
All right.
Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, princess.
Can't talk to Nate. Oh, travel powder.
Well, I could throw the powder into the fire, but what then? How do I make sure that I come out exactly where I want to come out?
All right then. Speaking doll. I guess we could put on the disguise and go look in the mage school again. Yeah, there's nothing here for us. Well, except for the posters.
If I do my job right, then...
No info to be gleaned off them. Let's see if we can get into the staff room. Yeah, there's nothing else for us to do here.
No entry.
Listen.
Huh?
The council leader Van Buren ordered a magical slate.
So?
I meant to deliver it.
So?
I need to get into her office.
Van Buren isn't there.
I know, I just have to leave it on her desk.
How are you going to do that without her head?
Oh, forget it.
Okay.
I have to drop this off.
What is it?
A present for Chantal Van Buren. She requested it.
Take it away!
I would have taken it into the staff room, but as you don't want to let me in there...
Are you my mummy?
No.
I love you.
Make it stop!
Shall we sing a song? Oh, how I love having a friend.
Turn it off!
Oh, she'll stop of her own accord in a few days' time.
I need Patty.
I'll smash it!
And what would the little Chantal say about you destroying her new toy? You know, Chantal, the queen of pink and fluffy.
Blackmail, eh? That ain't gonna work with me. Ha! I can't hear anything.
Alright then.
Grumda, you are the worst guard in the world. He can't hear anything anymore.
How exactly will that help us? He can still see us.
A more than strange-looking thing, but as long as it can get me into the staff room, I don't mind.
We can't just walk into here, right?
I've got to get into the staff room, so that's where I'm going. Will you please let me into the staff room?
We'll figure this out in the next episode. Somehow we need to get something to prevent him from seeing us. Can't like throw the powder into his eyes or anything. Yeah, we'll figure this out next time. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. If you like this video, please leave it a like. I would really love that. And also, please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you again next time.